Today I have the pleasure to welcome François Matraire. Bonjour, François.
Bonjour. Nice to talk to you again.
You are a Business France Australia director. Your expertise lies in connecting innovative business ecosystems, assisting businesses and public authorities, and supporting the acceleration of startups internationally, and currently based in Australia, so for Oceania. So I would love for you to introduce yourself and maybe complete what I have been saying about you and Business France.
Yes, of course. Business France is the national government agency from France in charge of supporting the internationalization of French companies and economy. So in this matter, we have a network in the world where we are the commercial department of the French embassy. I'm currently the French Trade Commissioner in Australia for the Australian authorities. And my job is to bring French companies, innovative companies, but not only all kind of French companies, who have something to propose and that they can export to the Australian market. The first goal is to create current of business between France and Australia, and eventually maybe some of these companies might have the desire to set up a permanent business in Australia. But this is a secondary effect of beginning with exporting successfully in Australia. So our job here is to inform the French companies about the opportunities in the market and inform them about the competition, about the regulations and the trade framework in which they have to fit to be successful in exporting their products or solutions or services. Mostly in B2B. We do not B2C. So our partners in Australia are companies, importers, prescriptors, regulators, local authorities, and our customers in France, mostly medium and small companies. We also work for larger companies.
And would you say that the attractiveness of international markets for French companies has been evolving recently? Is it quite stable? Has it been increasing? What is your observation on that?
Well, French companies lately, and unfortunately, have been a little less adventurous, I would say. They are trying to consolidate the market shares on the markets where they are already. Sometimes they are consolidating their market shares on the proximity markets in Europe or in the near European vicinity, taking less risks than before. So that's why they need to be really sure when they go and scout a new market that it's going to be a quick return on investment or an efficient or long-term return on investment. It's a little difficult for all European companies since the last 1 or 2 years.
Is it based on the political situation or the challenges between some of the regions?
I think it's first and foremost the aftermath of COVID, where they have been supported quite heavily by the French government, French authorities, and now they have to pay it back. So it takes quite a heavy toll on their finances. Some of them have had also difficulties and they have downsized their teams in France during that period. So they have to build up again. Of course, the global political geopolitical situation is unstable or difficult to understand or difficult to project yourself and know exactly how it's going to be in future. But I'm not sure that this one is inflicting too much decision of companies, particularly small and medium companies, on exporting the products. I think they need time to settle down a little bit.
So you know that this podcast is both about international ecosystem, but at the same time, artificial intelligence. It's to enable everyone to have a more human perspective on artificial intelligence. So I'd love to understand, how much do you hear about artificial intelligence when you are interacting with the companies that you're supporting, that you're assisting with expanding internationally and specifically in Australia?
Well, I do not hear French companies that we support in their export ventures. I do not hear them speaking too much about artificial intelligence. They may talk about that in terms of gathering information about the market, having intelligence about the various export opportunities. But when it comes to building a relationship with potential partners, it's too human, I would say, to be handled by artificial intelligence. It's too one-on-one, face-to-face discussion and putting forward the value added of their solutions and their expertise. AI would be at the back office in the preparation, maybe to prepare some beautiful documentations or for presentations to value the products and solutions. But it's my level of action at this stage of export is too much dominated by human relationships. On our side, we use AI more and more. We are geared up at the world level. Our agency is very bold on going for AI in terms of digestion of information and production of documentation and information for French companies to better understand the export prospects that they have globally. And it saves us a lot of time, definitely. We are careful to feed this AI with our own information and keep it for ourselves. So we have AI experts of top quality within our organization. We are very, very careful about that. And I must say, we're quite happy about the first results it's producing, and it's saving quite a lot of time.
Do you feel that actually those companies are also identifying opportunities with AI to have global supply chains, global logistics, or customer service departments supported by AI when they are expanding?
I've had some companies visiting here. We've been organizing some learning expeditions, for instance, meeting big stakeholders in Australia who are active in AI for them to understand how it can be implemented in their field of activity. It can be construction, industry, aeronautics. It can be various fields of activities which are not AI per se, where AI may be applied. They are interested in knowing how it's implemented elsewhere.
And you started as well mentioning how France is positioned regarding AI services. So do you see those companies as well made in France with AI-driven services and already thinking about expanding into the Oceania?
I have not worked directly with any of those, but I know that some are interested and have pinpointed Australia amongst the few top countries where they want to work or find partners. That's quite sure because it's quite an advanced market. It's quite innovative. The financial means are available. So it's a good sandbox also. It's just 25 million inhabitants, even though it's a continent. But it's a good sandbox for those companies to work in an Anglo-Saxon market.
Before addressing the US, I guess.
In particular.
Yeah.
Where you can be in a greenfield activity with quite a significant amount of money available to develop it. Smart and interesting things. So that's something we are looking into to bring more French companies. We have had top interesting companies from Australia that we've sent to the AI summit in Paris very recently at the Grand Palais. And for sure, there was a real interest. There was definitely a big interest from those decision makers from Australia that we sent to France.
Would you be already capable of identifying the biggest opportunities or the biggest challenges that artificial intelligence presents for French companies expanding?
If a French company has a solution that is using AI that can be applied to a certain industry, they have to go and there looking for partners or customers. It's a business like any other one, even though it's quite difficult to understand right now. And it's a lot of buzzwords, but I think it can be taken as a quite down-to-earth technical solutions. Another tool. Centuries ago, we were considering the cars or something too fast, so we wouldn't change a donkey cart for a car. Now we know that people are worried because they are driving the donkey carts and they are going to lose their job. But we don't have donkey cart drivers anymore, and we are quite happy. So if we can do many things better, easier in future, let's do it. In healthcare, definitely it's going to be fantastic structuring the data and using AI to analyze it, to know which people are going to be sick in 10 years' time, to know where is flu going to hit in the next 2 weeks, which country is going to be more impacted by drought with the power of AI, and quantum is going to come and enhance that even more, then it's good. It's very good. It's not because it's new and faster than our brain, but then we should not adopt it. I mean, trains are going faster than our feet for sure.
I love your perspective on the topic. Thank you.